everyone. Today we'll be talking about the importance of practicing self-care. My name is Natalie. I'm a fourth-year psychology major, also minoring in hearing and speech sciences.
And my name is Kaylee Sanchez. I'm also a fourth year here at UCI, and I'm majoring in psychological sciences. The first question we have for all of you guys is, what is self-care? So self-care is an activity we choose to take for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Could also include social. So it's not prioritizing in just one, it's prioritizing in all three aspects. It's also about mindful changes in patterns and thoughts and behaviors. So if you ever feel like you're agitated or feel like you're not comfortable with how your workflow is going or not just life in general, it's best to focus on yourself to keep yourself healthy and grounded with your relationship of your own.
Okay, so why do we need to practice self-care? We practice self-care to avoid burnout and just in general feeling very tired and unwell. So when we do take time to take care of ourselves, we do become more productive, and in return, we feel less stress, we get more motivated, and we avoid burnout. And it's a good way to balance your work life and your social life. You do need to take some time to take care of yourself a little bit when you are overwhelmed with like homework or work in general, or just like the tasks that you have to do every day.
So, what does burnout look like? Burnout can look differently with anybody. So, just take these as just a basic understanding of it. So, one of them could be exhaustion. So, feeling exhausted or feeling inadequate to do the productivity that you're trying to do for yourself. It could also impact your health with insomnia or illness, as well as the loss of enjoyment, being irritable or isolated, which at this time could be impacting more because of because of COVID. So it'll be best that if you ever see any signs such as these, and of course there's a bit more, then there's a sign of a burnout, and you should take priority in self caring for yourself.
So there's four areas of self-care. There's mental, emotional, physical, and social. Mental just means taking some time to be mindful, meditate, and just stay a little bit grounded. So that just means living in the now and living in the present. So not worrying about the future or the past, just living in the moment. Emotional is just being in touch with your feelings and understanding your emotions and understanding why you're feeling the way you feel, and just finding ways to kind of guide your emotions to where you want to be. And physical is just eating like a well balanced diet and exercising, going for a walk, or doing anything that relieves tension in your body. And social is connecting with those people that you enjoy talking to, whether it be friends, family, or whether it be on social media, Zoom, or in person.
So, what does self care look like? Which is about taking care of your own mind. It's unique to you, and it's your own. It's your own needs. So, the main idea is to engage an activity that re-energizes and charges you. So, if you ever feel like a certain activity isn't for you, then it will be best to look at another activity to get yourself more relaxed. Because if an activity that you are tending to for self care is causing you stress instead of causing you distress, it is best to look at something else to actually feel more relaxed, so you could go back into work and feel energized to do it. So, practicing mindfulness and taking time for mental relaxing activities as well as activities that stimulate your own creativity would be best for you.
So here are some examples to consider. First one is taking breaks. Sometimes we do spend hours doing a certain task like homework or studying. And so it's always good to take like a few minutes out of the day and just do something that you really enjoy, just to take your mind off of whatever you're doing and de-stress a little bit. And other ones are reading, exercise, being outdoors, socializing, taking a shower or a bath, meditating, drawing, or just watching your favorite TV show.
So here are some of our favorite self-care activities. For me personally, I love taking naps. I currently have a job, so it's 8-hour shifts, and then right afterwards, I would go ahead and do work. But I always find it a priority to take a little self-care and take a nap in between, so I could just get re-energized when I go back to work. And then also when I feel like I need time off, or like I finished all the work that I need to do or to establish, I go ahead and play video games. I find it as a great way to distress, as well as like during my weekends, or if I ever have time during the weekdays, I go on hikes and try to see the scenery and just enjoy the walk with either friends or family.
And for me, I really enjoy journaling. It's a way for me to de-stress and just write all my feelings down on a piece of paper. And at the end of the day, I just like reflecting on what I like during the day or what went wrong or just like in general how I feel. And so it's very cathartic and it's something that I do every day. As well as painting and drawing, it's a way to just do something that I really enjoy without really thinking. And it's just really fun and it does keep my mind off of like those stresses that I do have.
So self care is something we enjoy doing and not something we are forced to do. I believe that I mentioned this before or touched upon it, that self care has to do with feeling like you're actually taking care of yourself instead of feeling forced to. So if an activity, like previously said, feels like it's stressing you out more potentially, and it's not making you think out of what's you're going through currently, like the stress on work or school, then it's best to look at something else to actually mind yourself for your physical and mental state.
You can also think of self-care as taking care of yourself so you can better take care of others. So a lot of the times we see self-care as being selfish and we feel a little guilty after, but it's something that's necessary in order for us to like help others and just do our work in general. We can't really take care of others when we ourselves aren't feeling well. And so it's something to keep in mind and something to really practice because we have to prioritize ourselves in order to like go ahead and just be more of like a helper and just finish our own tasks.
So here we provided you all with other resources. The first one we have Active Minds, which gives you a general base of what self-care is and touching upon mental health, of course. And the second link is about self-care as a student, as you can see in the name, it's called Classroom Mental Health. And lastly, we have one about self-care with the COVID pandemic, as the pandemic did cause a great impact with every student, and not even just students, but everybody out in the world. So here, just click in any of these links if you guys find any time for yourself to see what self-care could look like to you.
We want to thank everybody for being in this space with us. We added our website in case you want to look over it and our Facebook and Instagram username in case you want to keep in touch with us, as well as our link tree.